Okay, everybody, so your new learning objective is I can read a time. So we're going to give you a time, so something o'clock, and then you're going to learn to draw this on a clock. Okay, so this is going to be pulling together lots and lots of learning, but mainly the learning from last week, learning about clocks and telling the time. So what it might help you to do is go back to last week's video, especially on the features of a clock, and then reading o'clock, because that might help you, because today basically we're going to be doing that the other way round, and you're going to be given a time and then you're going to draw that on a clock, whereas last week you were looking at a time on a clock and then you were saying what the clock said. So say it said, for example, I've got it here, so you were looking at this and then you were saying, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay, but today what you're going to be doing is you are going to be given a time and then you're going to draw the hands on to show that time on a clock. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this now. Okay, everyone, just before we get started, just looking here again, so let's remember that we've got our numbers. The red numbers are the hour numbers. So that's going to help us. So for example, this is set at 10 o'clock. We know that because the smaller hand, which is the hour hand, is pointing to the 10. So that tells us it's 10. And the minute hand is pointing to 12. We know that when the minute hand is pointing to 12, that it is always o'clock. Okay, so this clock is telling us 10 o'clock because we're using both the minutes where it's pointing at 12 or 60, and we know that the hour hand is pointing to 10, which tells us that it's 10 o'clock. Just a quick one to recap before we get into our task for today. Okay guys, so to start, if you Google interactive clock, it's the first one that comes up. Just click it, click OK, and this is going to come up on your phone, tablet or computer. And as you see, it's an interactive clock, so you just use your finger, or it would be mouse on a computer, to pull the minute hand round, and you can pull it round, which then after an hour moves the hour hand on an hour. Okay, then what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you different times. You're going to then follow use this to follow the times that I give you and then to show it on the clock. And up at the side you can see it's a digital clock, so your adult might be able to help you with this to check it. So the first time I've been given is 11 o'clock, so I'm pulling that round and then I'm going to sit it at 11 o'clock. I'm going to get somebody to check with me to help me to make sure. But this is just a really good tool because you can see that it shows you the minute hand as well as the hour hand. Okay, so that's just what we're going to be doing today. What we'll eventually do is I will just put up some different times, or I will say the times, I'll show you it written, and then put it up, and then you guys are going to give it a go. So now I've been shown 3 o'clock, so I'm moving that minute hand round, 60 minutes for each hour, and then I'm going to leave it so that it shows us that I know that it's 3 o'clock. And like I said, you've got the digital clock in the corner that's going to help you, or an adult to check with you. Okay, let's get to it. Okay guys, so a time's going to come up. I'm going to say the time for you, and then you're going to have to make that time on the interactive clock that you're on. Okay, so let's get started. 12 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Six o'clock. Nine o'clock. Okay, everybody, that was a great job. Now you can set yourself some more challenges or have another play about on the interactive clock. Okay, good job today. Well done.